What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So we're getting started with the process of creating a CPN, the new and improved way. This is going to be able to get you going and get your file merged. So you want to start with Venture, Capital One Venture X, and we're going to be working off MuMu Android device. So if you look at the top left corner, we're working off of that. It's basically an emulator to make sure our device is not burned out after we start creating multiple profiles. So right now we're just going through the Capital One Venture X application, and obviously you're not going to be approved. You're just going to put all your information in, and then you're going to get to the end of that part of the process. So we're going to skip through this, and you want to just make sure that you put the proper information in. So you're going to do employed, and then you want to do biologist or some position that makes sense, about $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and then you can do for your rent about $1,400 a month, something reasonable, $1,000 to $1,400. And you can do checkings and savings, or you can do checking only. That doesn't really make much of a difference. Obviously, you're a citizen. And then you want to just finish the rest of the application, so put the rest of your information in, etc. So then finish that application. And then once you finish your application, it's going to tell you that you're not approved as of yet. And they'll need a little bit more information, but that's fine. What we're going to be doing here is we're trying to make sure that all your information is merged with the bureaus so that your CPN profile is correctly merged. So then we're going to go over to LightStream. LightStream is going to be an application that you're going to fill out with your information, and you're going to just do this application like we've shown here. So you're going to do first and last name, obviously your email address, and put all your information in, like your address, your city, state, phone number, social security number, and then employment status, the same thing that you did for your Capital One Venture card. Once you do all your employment information, I'm going to skip through, and you're going to get to the end of the application, accept and submit, and it's going to say thank you. And then once that information to LightStream and Venture X is entered, then you're going to head over to NerdWallet, and NerdWallet is going to give you the chance to be able to put together your credit monitoring site to be able to look at your score for your CPN. So you need to be able to see your score to be able to see your progress on how far you are with building the file. So this is going to be the moment of truth. So you go to NerdWallet. We used to use Credit Karma. Credit Karma is not the best anymore. So you can use NerdWallet or you can use Credit Sesame. And if NerdWallet doesn't work, then try to use Credit Sesame, and vice versa. So we're going to set this information up here, and we're going to hit continue and see where that takes us. So hitting continue. And then you're going to need to use TextVerified for your phone number. So once you use TextVerified, it will give you a phone number for Credit Sesame or for NerdWallet, and it will send you a text message in response to this phone number that you type in the box. It sends you a code. You'll get the code. You'll be able to go from there. Once you got the code, copy the code, put it in. You're good. And once you see that everything pops up, then you hit get credit score. Put your information in one more time. Put your phone number in. And you should be ready to go. So it's going to load real quick. Then it's going to, once you see this information here, that's basically saying which of the street names are you associated with, then you finally are done with the process, because if you see your address on there, if you don't see your actual street on there, then your information didn't merge properly with the bureaus. But if you see your street on there, then you'll end up with a 4 credit score, number 4. And basically, you've merged your information with the credit bureaus, and that's what a CPN is. And then next, you're going to be going to Gauss, the app that we just shown there. Gauss is going to allow you to be able to basically add a primary onto your CPN file. So head to Gauss, put your information in. You can use a TextVerified number for that as well. Create the account. You technically want to use a number you have access to, because you are going to need to get back into this account. So I recommend getting some type of prepaid number. You can get a real cheap prepaid phone or something like that, and just get a phone number so you can have access to that Gauss account. Now they're going to send a verification email once you set all this information up, and then you connect a passcode on there. One more time, just the regular stuff like that. And then you want to put your state of residence, obviously. Put all your information in. So what's your annual pre-tax income? 90,000. Keep going, and then you'll be able to get started here. So now you're going through your onboarding process. So let's work through this. So how would you like to get started? You want to build credit, obviously, because you want to add a primary to your CPN file. So you can report a $1,500 credit line by just getting started with this simple process. So these are some of the benefits you get: build credit, etc., etc. Then you put in your CPN's information, obviously, and then once you put in your information, you're able to keep going, get your address, things like that. Put in your social, and then you want to choose the $8.99 a month option. You can buy with Apple Pay. Once you pay, go forward, and now you just added a $1,500 trade line to your CPN. And this is the information being added to the CPN. It shows up as Plastic Gauss to open account on your CPN, primary, ready to go. And now you have a full CPN, a full primary added, and it only took you a few minutes to do. So say thank you to the network, because we're the GOATs.